It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll send their tight end right. First and 10, here's Jackson. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 48. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Throw left side. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Man in motion here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now it's Jackson. Got his target. It's Hill. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one, just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Caught by McLaughlin. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Burrow from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hopkins on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Henry on the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39.
2nd and 8. Finds him over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
Slot receiver headed left.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, here's Lamar. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Putting a receiver in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. That'll be... Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First down, Cincinnati.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, second down.
It's a loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Defense showing blitz, Burrow. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 42. On target to his man Higgins. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Got his target. It's Higgins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All right, all set up now. First and 10. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Third and long for him here. He just throws this one away. On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Butker knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Man in motion here. Jackson now on third. Andrews with the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it, drug the feet. That's a catch.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. Bateman, the motion man left. On first down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Bengals 43-yard line.
Lamar out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Blitz coming, Lamar. This one's taken in by Hill. And they bring him down around the 34.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Running for it, here's Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Cut out left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Lamar off the play fake. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Jones. His return makes it up to the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, Burrow to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Finds his man, Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Burrow. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Drake May, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Higgins makes the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Brown on the inside give. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Play action now, Burrow. This finds home, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Burrow from the gun. On target to his man Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And now they have a 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal. Brown. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down. Here's Brown again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. He'll get this to Henry. Get some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. Bateman, the motion man left. 1st down, here's Lamar. Gets this to Bateman. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Gets this one to Andrews. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now here's Lamar. Dump off caught by his back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Out of the gun, Henry. Space to the left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting sent to begin another drive here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the 32. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 19. Looking for an open man. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A touchdown aside in that frame as we... Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. A 6-yard run, and now they've got 4th down. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They send a man in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Throw reeled in by Hopkins.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll take the option to the right on second down. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Jackson now on third. Flushed out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On first down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Burrow from the gun. Got a man. They come in the 10.
I see that connection, chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Burrow to the air now. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Here's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow setting up the play action. Pass caught along the sideline by Gesicki. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's brought in by McLaughlin. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A give now to Brown. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And the Bengals bringing out a fifth DB. They're in the nickel, third down. Back to throw it. Into the hands of Likely. And he's able to get this down to the 36. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He'll get this to Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar off the play fake. Got his target. It's Hill. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens down by only 3. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Baltimore! So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught by Burton. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Setting up to pass. Pass taken in by Burton. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Back to throw. Catch made by All. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. Takes out to his right. He's running with it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Burrow back to throw. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Burrow from the gun. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.